true crime, a terrible sight world of YouTube. Still trying to gather my thoughts, get together and piece back what I need to mentally fix. Other than that, I'm doing a little case here, another one from Unsolved Mysteries, and it's called The Body in the Barrel, about a 1985 accidental drowning, mind you, supposedly by this girl here. And if you want to talk about a lousy investigation, oh man, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, when you get an investigation like this and a murder like this, and the police say, geez, we've done everything and covered everything we could on this, and we think we did a swell job, they did. Well, I tell you, it ain't. It wasn't swell enough, I can tell you that. And just even imagine what this poor woman went through. It's just beyond. So anyways, the finding of this body, and right, how the police just say, oh, we did the best we could. It makes you think and wonder. And this was in 1985, right? You know, that is just one long expanded time of bad craftsmanship from a law enforcement. And there's been a lot of cases out there, of course, that have been handled poorly. And just for it to continue, just like finding out the good crew, as I will call it, covering up something, don't want to bring out what really happened. There is a couple of suspects. Now, in the original story that I got it from Unsolved Mysteries, there was a couple orderlies or something that worked at the same hospital. They supposedly had a crush on this girl, and once again, you know, one of these guys that was like a big, unattractive person, you know. And the other guy, I don't know, he looked a bit, the way I could see him, how they reenactment, he seemed a bit pushy. But I guess the big guy, but it don't say this in this article, but it says in the article on this one I got up that whoever made a call to an answer machine supposedly wasn't a worker or a co-worker. But yet they claim in the Unsolved Mystery airing on the TV show that that the unattractive guy was the one who made the call and said, we haven't seen you, hopefully you come back to work. We haven't seen you in days. And this was the key to it all, because when the phone call was made, supposedly this girl should have already been in at work, several hours into work. So, right, the person called after the murder to try and, get an alibi. But, of course, no one was convicted. And it's like you sit there and think, what do you mean? Right? I mean, any case like this, you always have a suspect. A couple guys liked her, and yeah, who knows what they really had for past. But, all in all, just the way the body was found, it's to say, right, what was really going on. And what, if someone had a crush on her, why would they want to do this? Unless it's the type of person that if nobody can have you, if I can't have you, nobody can have you scenario. And I can honestly say, right, the way these two fellas looked in the reenactment, I mean, I'm sure they got pictures of them. I don't know if they do, but if they do, you know, I'm not trying to profile anybody, but hey, you just can't, even a good-looking guy could just really blow your mind of what he can have hidden beyond them realms of a dark mind. So, with that being said, and this girl lived up in a remote cabin in the woods, family owned, I guess. There was a barrel that held firewood outside her cabin, which was missing. The mother, of course, like everybody else, don't believe that she accidentally drowned it. It was winter time, and the police got the gall to say that, oh, she must have ran out on the lake with her dogs and fell through the ice and drowned. Okay. You want to talk about a messed up ordeal, huh? So you're going to tell me she's out there chasing her dogs with a barrel, because the barrel was found in the water with her body face first in it. And you're going to tell me she chased her dogs and the ice broke and the barrel fell in, she fell in, and just somehow managed to get her body face first in that barrel. The barrel sunk and she drowned. Very possible. Maybe. Huh? Ha! Right. They also claim that, what was I going to say? That the barrel, by the time, wasn't even in the pond when they first searched the pond for her body. And it's like, what the fuck? And when after they did that search, I think the mother knew a professional diver, and he wanted to do his own diving in the pond. And this is where the guy went down in full-pledged, diving suit and all, and found the barrel and literally found her body. So it's like, okay, you got a bunch of flip-flopping LEs here, and why they say, and they deny ever that it being even said. There was no barrel in the water, they say. It's like, damn. I mean, just the gall of even backing this up and denying anything and, just wanting to close the case. It's like, yeah, just like she pushed that barrel out there and fell in with it, chasing her dogs. So I think that's what she was doing. And then it can happen. Don't get me wrong, don't tell me. But, anything's possible. But we'll let the evidence prove it wrong. Because I mean, Jesus Christ. So I'm sitting there reading, watching this story and literally thinking to myself, I mean, damn. There's so many murders out. Always got something to, back it up. And when they're like this case, and have plenty of evidence to back it up, and of course the professional diver, he didn't want to touch the body or nothing, he didn't want to move nothing, right, he didn't want to tamper with evidence. And that led to the barrel coming up missing. They pulled the body out, left the barrel for the night, and literally, throughout the time that it was waiting to be investigated the next day, it ended up missing. And that's when they said, we don't know what you're talking about. I said, damn. You just gotta sit here and think and wonder. I mean, so if you got two orderlies that like this woman, but then you can think that maybe there was a law enforcement guy that liked this woman and was just getting jealous of all around ordeal that was coming in. I mean, there's so much to go on this, but leaves you with little to even put the pieces together. And you sit there and wonder, what the F? I mean, you can go over the story a million times, and you'll still just be sitting there not able to just place the pieces where they're supposed to be. Everything is definitely unorthodox, unorganized, and needs to be thoroughly checked all once over again. But yeah, how are you gonna do that when they won't let it be touched again? It was an accidental drowning. There was no marks on the body. Of course not. I mean, there's the question whether there's water in the lungs. Now, drowning, which was never mentioned, drowning leads to water in the lungs. And that was not mentioned in this. So, and the way, as you can remember in the Elisa Lam story, she too had no water in the lungs, as they still command that as a drowning. And that's something I'm just now popping up in my head with this one. The lungs. And they don't mention nothing about it. So if there was no water in the lungs, which was never mentioned, well, we know damn well this girl did not drown. She was placed there like they assume. And, that's right. Left to die. Or was already pre-murdered and just put in the barrel that way. I mean, yeah, man, like I said, you go so many ways with this case, but you come out with nothing. And the lack of evidence, the lack of investigation. It's gotta be one or the other. And right now, there's no other. There's just one. So, another perfect murder committed. Another lousy, laziness investigation. And a poor lost life's gone. And it still continues to this day. Ha! Can't just believe how many murders occur and there's no justice for that person. It's like, wow. That's what I say. You know what? Vigilante work should be accounted for. If anybody gets attacked, you should be able to take care of that attacker. Not left up in a world of swilt and and what I want to say, unexpected deaths, whether it be through surprise attack. It's just, oh man, crazy world we live in. And just criminals, serial killers can just continue to get away with murder. But till that next video, be safe, take care. Always beware. You never know who will be the next victim. Always keep your eyes open, back of your head. Because the predators, I think it's time we take care of all of them. And be rid of them for once. Instead of the innocent being rid of. Be rid of that boogeyman. Out.